Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI. And right now with us via call is the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Join me to welcome Honorable Monday Osai Bovo. He's the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Honorable Commissioner, are you with us?
I'm with you. Good morning.
All right, good morning. Well, right now we're taking a look at preparation of a local government towards the 2024 governorship election. What do you have to say about their readiness of political parties from the local government base?
Well, first of all, let me thank you for putting me on this morning. I got your invitation late last night. Unfortunately, I have a place that I already promised that I will be with them by 8 o'clock. Fortunately, again, those people have not started, so I have to come out to receive your call and join you. Thank you for putting me on. For 2024 election, as regards preparation from local government level to the state level, then to the election itself, you will believe and agree with me that the timetable by the umpire of the election just come out, and as a result everybody needs to study that timetable. When that one is going on, I also believe that the political parties will be sitting down to say where do we zone the governorship to. We have 3 senatorial districts, and the leaders of the party and the party itself will sit down and say where will the zoning go to, where do we pick our candidate from that will be able to deliver our party. While that one is going on, nobody will know what is in any of the political parties' mind until they finish their consultation and then come out openly. We'll see. For the elections from the ward level, local government level, which is the delegate system, I'm sure the timetable is clear about that, when it will start and where it's supposed to end. It starts next year and also end next year, going to election itself. For my own political party, the People's Democratic Party, I will be able to see categorically where we are picking our candidate from, at least by the end or middle of December. For now, like I said, consultation is going on within the party and within the 3 senatorial districts. PDP is a leadership party. The leaders will meet and tell us, the followers, their thinking, and we will look at it together and then agree on the position. That is what I can say about the 2024 for now.
All right, now, are you now saying that no activities yet in terms of partial campaign or sending the party's manifesto to those citizens of the local government? Is it not happening right now?
Well, for those who have interest in 2024, we are seeing a lot of signboard in many places. Those are individual method of going around. I am not contesting, therefore I will not be in a position to say how far I've gone. For those who have interest, I'm sure they are going around one by one, and they are trying to meet with those they believe that can also help them. But for the party itself, which I know I belong to, I also know that there are consultations on, like I said, which of the senatorial districts do we go to? How does it happen? What will happen? That one is also going on. I cannot speak on that one now because it is a conclusion has not been taken. Like I said, for the local government is made up of the ward executive or ward delegate, the local government delegate, the local government executive. They have timetable for that. It is next year. And those ones are not difficult. When the forms comes out from the political party, the people pick the form and fill, and then the day of delegate, they go out, elect their delegate, who will definitely elect the governorship candidate. And from there becomes the party activities, or the person becomes the party's candidate. So for now, if the individuals are doing their own, putting their signboard everywhere in their WhatsApp group, I think that is not my concern for now. That is the individual who are doing that. For now, I'm not supporting anybody because until at least I'm also a leader of the party, until the party takes decisions and said this is where we are going to, and we now start telling our followers.
All right, now finally, sir, before we let you go, there's this palpable fear before let's talk about the federal might versus the state might. Is that fear palpable in the party, sir?
Well, thank you very much. We see. I don't believe in that. When Jonathan was president of Nigeria, Comrade Adam Oshomole won governorship election in Edo State under another political party without fear of favor. And when President Muhammad Buhari, the retired general, was president, Godwin Obaseki, who is the current governor, won in this election very well. The people of Edo State determine who they vote for, and I don't believe in the federal might, because this is not the day you now write election, you now write results in the Abuja and Benin. Everything takes place in all the units, 2,000 plus units, so I don't believe in federal might. Any federal, any state, any local government, you go and campaign for your party. That is my belief.
All right. Thank you so much, Commissioner, for taking that time to call into the show. Really appreciate your contribution.
I appreciate you for at least calling me back again.
Right.
I will be there at the studio. Like I said, if not because I have the promise with somebody by 8 o'clock, they had a church service, but they've not started, so I have to go out and attend to you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
We are the people of Edo State.
All right. Bless you too, sir. All right. Well, that was the Honorable Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Honorable Monday Osaibovo. He just gave his own opinions and, of course, views. He had to, take out time to call into the show to air his own views and opinions about the 2024 election. For what he said right now, they are all doing what they can, but they've not really brought out the candidates. Anyone that really wants to go out there to places our own signboard is free to do so. They've not chosen anyone yet. Talk about the delegates and all that. And he stressed the fact that they're not afraid of any federal might. After all, he gave example of when Muhammad Buhari was the president, when Jonathan was the president, what really happened in Edo State. And the people's will definitely prevail against the fear of Barrister Emmanuel Obakmolo. You heard the local government chairman, the local government and chieftaincy affairs commissioner, yes, Mondo Saigbo, with his own point of view. What do you have to say about his own assertions?
He spoke cleverly like a politician that he is, but I wouldn't really see anything that he has said that I didn't say just now. I think he just emphasized more on what I have also given as my own opinion. But then, there's one angle I would want to disagree with him. And that is within the political parties. He said just now there is nothing going on there. They are only making local ward consultations and that. Well,
no, he never said it's only going on. He said they are consulting. Yes. That is an activity. That's at the point.
He, as a politician, he has refused to tell us that even the first of all, we see. Before I go to what I want to say,
yes,
who is the head of the political parties? At the federal, the state, and the local government. We know that at the federal, the head now is the president, and those political parties that are not in power, the various presidential candidates who contested are the heads of the party, and yet we have what they call national chairman. So what is the function or the functionality of the office of the national chairman of a particular political party? Zero. At the state level, the governors have made themselves the head of the political parties.
According to the constitution. Don't forget that aspect.
Which constitution?
According to the constitution, the governor, so to speak, according to the constitution, is the head, so to speak.
We saw that happen just now from 1999. Before the 1999, we once practiced democracy.
Yeah.
What was the position? The position was that the national chairman is the head of the political party. And not until the political parties are headed by members of the parties outside the executive, we will not see any good thing from there. I'm sorry, with all due respect to that, but that is my opinion, and I think it's the opinion of many persons. Because you see, even the governor now has interest of who becomes the candidate or the flag bearer of the party.
Is it a crime?
It ought to be a crime.
Is it a crime? But it is not a crime to have interest.
It is.
It is not a crime. Where is this in the law that is a crime for one to have interest?
Hello, listen.
You are a legal practitioner.
Listen.
Where and when is this in the law that is a crime for a governor to have interest?
But his interest will not supersede the interest of members of the parties.
Of course, why not? But still, you have the right to have interest.
He has.
That's the point.
He has, but
Okay.
his interest should not supersede. The governor should not be the one that should select who becomes the candidate of the party.
Has he selected now?
Who?
He hasn't selected anyone. From what the commissioner said, he said they are still in the process.
Who told you he has not selected
They are
them?
still in the process
Listen.
of negotiating.
Listen,
Let's take them for their word.
Until
Yes.
you, the media, until you, the media, begin to tell these politicians the truth, we will remain where we are.
Anyway,
You see,
the governor will come talk for himself if he has chosen a candidate or anointed, because right now they are still consulting. That is what the commissioner said.
Who anoints a candidate?
For crying out loud, one,
Is it the people that
every human do have right to have a choice.
Listen,
That's the truth.
I am not doubting that, and I'm not contesting that either. But I am telling you, allow the people to make their choice, so that that person, whoever emerges, are you with me, will be subject to the will of the people. Do you know why we have so much crisis in Nigerian political system? It's because a few persons are the one who pick those who govern, and now the people's will is jettisoned and thrown away somewhere.
What if there's
So the people
consensus that
like,
this man wants to represent our party? Would it be a crime? After all, in law is backed by law that is, sometimes you can have what they call consensus candidates.
consensus
Yes.
candidate?
Yes.
That is another problem. That is another problem when it comes to politics, because a consensus may be the consensus of a few as against the consensus of a majority. That's why these persons are there when they emerges, they are only loyal, quote now, to a particular person or persons.
But you talk about betrayal some minutes ago.
Yes, the betrayal, even with the betrayal that we have witnessed, it's not for the good of the people. The betrayal has never been for the good of the people. But when they begin to have some challenges somewhere, you see them come and begin to say, oh, it was because I want to do this for the people, that's why XYZ is saying no. That's what they tell us. Like we have now in our state where we have big signboard on federal roads. So, where is the people in the matter now? I don't know. Instead, the people have been swayed. The people have been deceived. The people have been given different understanding. Just like we saw in Animal Farm, where the pigs, a few were enjoying themselves, and they will be telling the other. It's a different story. At a point, we saw 2 legs bad, 4 legs good. But the commandment turned around to be 2 legs good, 4 legs bad. And that is what we are experiencing. We see, you see, it's a pity, but I must say it. Nigeria has a complex compound challenges.
Complex compound challenge.
Yes.
Okay. Why would you say that?
Because the people, even the people, are confused to know their rights. Instead, the people tend to pretend to know their rights, but agree with the right of a few. And that is another problem on its own. See, for the elections to come and for the elections to be determined by the sovereignty of the people is for the elections to be free, fair, and credible. Where you don't have these 3 ingredients, Wilson, you cannot nickname that elections.
So what advice do you have for the citizens of Edo State for quality wrap on this show right now? And of course, at the forthcoming general election.
I want to use this platform to appeal to the people that yes, we've been injured by the previous elections we observed, experienced, and witnessed. But then, we can still make a change. We can make something beautiful out of nothing. Let us prepare our mind. Come out in every election to vote and determine who governs us.
Thank you so much, Barrister. You've heard his opinions and of course his views, and of course the commissioner of Local Government and Chief Tenancy Affair, Honorable Mondo Saigbovo, calling to the show to share his own opinion and views about this particular topic. Those citizens they are watching, we are all waiting patiently, but believe you me, on the ground activities and events are beginning to unfold to know who will be the next person. It is happening already. And for the local government and of cooperative preparedness, they are doing one or two things to make sure that somewhere along there they have a great representative. Let's see how all this will pan out. Barrister Emmanuel Obakmolo's opinion, they're all his. They're all his.
They are.
He has nothing to do with ITV, but all the same, despite the emotional outburst in some cases, he did the best to make sure that at least he confirmed with rules and regulations governing the airwaves. Barrister, thank you so much for coming on today's show. I appreciate your coming. Commissioner, thank you so much also for coming on today's show. I appreciate your coming.